Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the zeroroman channel. First and foremost, I want to sincerely apologize for my inconsistent upload schedule here on the channel. I've just been really busy being a loser, straight up, that's the truth. And I sincerely apologize for that. And speaking of being a loser, today I have a cigarette that I stole from my father. And I wanted to speak to you guys about a dream that I had. Without further ado. Approximately a week ago, I had a dream. And in this dream I had been coming home from the gym like any other day, like any other routine. I had came home from the gym, and most of the time I never really get to see my father in the afternoon or even in the mornings because of work, school, and other countless things that come across. But usually when I get home in the evening after I go to kickboxing, I can catch my father most of the time sitting on the couch and relaxing, winding down basically. And in this dream, in this particular dream I had, when I had came home from the gym, I had seen my father sitting there on the couch he was sitting there on the couch smoking a fentanyl pipe. Growing up in the projects of downtown Eastside here in Vancouver, coming across drug addiction and substance use in the streets is a very common thing to come across. And I guess that was where the image of the pipe came from. When I had confronted my father about his doings, he sort of looked at me with this sense of shame in his eyes, with a sense of sorriness and lack of words. I said to my father, "What is this, Dad? What are you doing?" And he couldn't deliver a response to me. That's about all I remember from the dream. And after having the dream, I kind of looked at it with a sense of disappointment, I guess you could say. With all due respect to my father, I looked at him with a sense of why. It was confusing to me. But after I journaled my dream and looked back at it, I had realized that in a sense I was surpassed my father in a lot of things, whether that be self-image, my mission, or overall purpose as a man. I felt like I had surpassed him. And this dream was on Mother's Day also, which is something else that I wanted to talk about, is that most of us, when we grow up, we look at our parents as some sort of saints or gods or even goddesses. We look up to them and we think that they know everything. I had grown out of this phase a long time ago, but even into late teens, I realized that most people really depend on their parents for a lot of things. And so, I had wanted to talk about this with you guys, to serve as a reminder almost that our parents are as lost as we are. They're as confused as we are. And from looking around, in today's society, especially, I feel that a lot of people carry these burdens of generational trauma, generational loserism. I'm not sure if that's an officially recognized word, but a lot of us never escape this cycle of trauma, this cycle of cluelessness, this cycle of habits that are passed down from our biological genetics. And now, not to blame genetics, I recently even made a tweet or a post on X describing my disappointment for people who blame genetics for a lot of things. In the tweet I say, I hate when people blame their genetics. Like, you have all 5 senses, dickhead. Do something with your life. That was the original tweet or post, but I digress. Like I say again, I simply wanted this video to be a reminder to construct yourselves as individuals, to not always follow in the same footsteps that our parents lay out for us. Because trust me, they're as lost as we are. Either ways, thank you guys for watching this video. My cigarette is almost out. Catch you guys in the next one.